Thank you, Madam Chairwoman, Ranking Member Cole, and the committee for the opportunity to testify on behalf of my amendment, number 89. I would like to also thank Chairwoman Lofgren as well as Representative Sarbanes for their leadership and dedication to H.R. 1. The For the People Act is the product of several members of this body and is designed to fight corruption and deliver free and fair elections. Right now, we are seeing across the country an effort to really codify voter suppression tactics, many of which disproportionately and negatively affect minority voters. Before the Georgia State Legislature, as we speak, are several bills that are under consideration to do just that. These bills would restrict early voter registration, access to absentee ballots, impose voter ID requirements on absentee ballots, ban or severely restrict access to ballot drop boxes, just to name a few items. H.R. 1 will address many of these issues, and the amendment offered by myself, by Representative McBath, and Representative Williams would further combat these efforts and assure that our country is equipped to carry out elections in a safe and transparent manner, even during the most challenging of circumstances. My amendment has several parts that responds to threats to voting posed by the Georgia legislature. First, this amendment protects the ability of third parties to provide applications for absentee ballots. Currently, the Georgia General Assembly is attempting to ban or seriously restrict third parties from distributing absentee ballot applications. During the 2020 election, campaigns, political parties, both Democratic and Republican, as well as nonprofit organizations sent out absentee ballot applications. And this was an important part of voter education, and these applications were heavily used by voters on both sides to vote. It's important to point out that over 400,000 Republicans voted for President Trump in Georgia and voted by absentee ballot. While in this election, the Democrats used absentee ballots more than Republicans, in the past, Republicans have used absentee ballots frequently in Georgia, and indeed originally proposed and passed the no-excuse absentee ballot laws in 2005. The heavy use by Democrats in this election was likely affected by Democrats having more concerns about public safety issues around COVID, and by President Trump really sowing misinformation about absentee ballots as much as anything else. But now in Georgia and around the country, many have decided that absentee ballots are going to cause them to lose elections, and so have decided to significantly restrict their use. This amendment simply ensures that voter education, which includes sending out applications, can occur and be facilitated by third parties. The second part of this amendment ensures that when election officials wish to provide unsolicited voter registration applications, they are not hindered in doing so by the state. This provision anticipates efforts to restrict voter registration and simply continues to make sure that election officials can provide unsolicited registration forms to register and engage new voters. The next part of this amendment addresses the issue of drop boxes. Notably, the Georgia General Assembly is attempting to curtail the use of drop boxes for the receipt of absentee ballots. Again, a bill is currently being considered by the Georgia House as we speak that would only allow drop boxes inside county elections offices or at early vote locations, significantly reducing their geographic availability, the hours available, as well as ease of use. Other bills would eliminate drop boxes altogether. While you might argue that the post office delivery should suffice, during the November 3rd election, and again during the Senate runoffs in Georgia, we had serious problems with the U.S. Postal Service. I myself, when I ordered my absentee ballot before the November 3rd election and again before the Senate runoffs, it took between 10 to 14 days for the ballot to reach me, not because of processing problems at the county, but because of the significant lag between the time the county processed the ballot request and the time it took for the Postal Service to get the ballot to me. We are seeing all sorts of concerning problems with on-time delivery across the country, and according to the USPS data reported at the end of December, the agency had an on-time delivery rate of 38% for non-local mail. As a result, drop boxes are a very important tool for ensuring that absentee ballot voting goes smoothly. They have also helped protect public safety during COVID by allowing easy voting without having to be in close quarters with other people. Given the efforts to eliminate or severely reduce access to drop boxes, I'm pleased that this bill puts in place guidelines for the number of drop boxes for each county, as well as the hours that they need to be available. My amendment is, in addition to this, requiring that the number of drop boxes and the geographic distribution of drop boxes provides a reasonable opportunity for voters to submit their ballot in a timely manner. As we know, counties come in many shapes and sizes. Some are geographically large, creating challenging travel times. In my district, the problem is serious traffic that makes it difficult to get across the county. We want to make sure that drop boxes are easily accessible throughout a county and that this is a key criteria for drop boxes. Finally, my amendment permits remote electronic surveillance to ensure the security of drop boxes. In Georgia, during the November election, all drop boxes were under video surveillance, and this happens in many other states as well. I respectfully request your support for amendment number 89 and thank my Georgia colleagues, Representative Williams and Representative McBath, in supporting this amendment. I yield back.